Hello, my dear friends. I am happy to have you here with me at the Oracle of the Feather Crown Tree. This is the radiant astrology reading for when the sun enters Gemini this week during the month of May. The energies that come up in this reading should be present for all of the Gemini season and especially pertinent to those born within this month. This reading is really about the concept of our chakra system evolving to the point where they all centralize into our heart chakra, and it creates a powerful central force of love that we can radiate into the world to lead ourselves and others instead of needing to rely on taking energy from our environment and others. I do hope that you will find many sources of inspiration from this reading. It is a fairly in-depth reading. Each position around the central card will stand for an astrological house and the sign normally associated with it to give you a little further symbology to link into. We will begin with the center card, which represents kind of the core of the issues that could be brought up, where everything else could tie into it. And for each position, we'll ask a question to help focus the energy towards some sort of definite insight that it can give us. So we will begin with that center card. And we will ask it the question, how can I silence my ego so my soul can shine? And we have, beyond the light of this world, there is an inner light that always shines bright. Close your eyes and be guided by your inner light. Feel it flow through your entire body, your thoughts and emotions. Feel it relax and heal every part of you. Listen to the immortal dialogue between your soul and spirit. This is the never-ending story of you. So that was our central theme. Now we're going to move to the first house position, which also represents Aries. And our question is, how can I begin things with self-awareness for protection of my physical body, as well as be conscious of my mask and projections of myself onto others? From the Chinese oracle, we have the tiger card in the yin position. This card represents hard on the outside, but soft on the inside. Its keywords are fast, agile, strong, majestic, brave, righteous, tender-hearted. The tiger is also called Big Cat in China and considered as the king of the jungle. This majestic, strengthful, independent, and fearless giant actually is as agile and nimble as a real cat. And beneath a tiger's tough exterior is a sensitive and soft inside. The water and the spirit inside are the very reflection of tiger's inner self. In the feminine position, it can talk about working with others, embracing failure, controlling emotions. It can also be about seizing up the situation and being forgiving. We'll move over to the Taurus position for the second house, and from the Celtic Shaman's Oracle, we will ask, how do my values generate resourcefulness, self-esteem, and wealth? And we have owl. An owl stands atop a high place outlined against a dark sky in which the moon rides round and clear. Superimposed on the moon is an ancient owl mask. The keyword of this card is transformation. Despite the fact that the owl is considered a bird of ill omen among the Celts, it also possesses a strong association with wisdom and with transformation. As a night hunter with eyes that can see in the dark, it is also a creature of the underworld, and as such can be a powerful ally in journeys made to this world. I'm going to read a little creative visualization associated with this. Pass into the shape of the owl and take wing through the nighttime lands of the other world. See with the eyes of the great bird and feel its strength of purpose. Try also to understand its loneliness and determination that has led to its deep wisdom. In this form, fly to the tree of vision and tradition and roost for a time in its branches. There you will find something hanging, left by the spirits for you alone. Our next card is for the third house, for Gemini. The question is, how does my mindset influence my interactions and define my comfort zone? We have horseplay. Horseplay bears the number 47, signifying the self moving along an occult path of spontaneity. According to the classification by elements, this is a water card, normally related to the suit of cups in the minor arcana of the traditional tarot. 3 white horses plunge inland across a glistening seashore, evocative of the white horses which appear as foamy crests of waves out in the ocean when swept by the wind. The central horse of the group is winged, indicating that, like Pegasus, he is the messenger of the gods, carrying teachings from another dimension. The 3 horses symbolize fantasy as a wave of inspiration. On the wet sand, an extra horse with a rider is reflected, reminiscent of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, so suggesting the end of the known reality and the entry into another. In the foreground, 2 reddish horses relate affectionately to each other, their position and color evoking the feeling of play within the heart liberated from worldly concerns. Just as on the threshold of the apparent world, the inner spirit plays. The doorway through to the spontaneous imagination. This card suggests that fantasy is given precedence, related to the location on the tree of the life chart. A transcendent experience or message which brings joy to the heart and lightness to the spirit. And then we are going to move over to the 4th house, representing Cancer. And from the Prophet deck, we will have the card, in your longing for your giant self lies your goodness. Our question for this is, how can I implement self-care to nurture my feminine energy and emotions, as well as bring awareness to my subconscious programmed by my ancestry? This card speaks to good and evil. You are good when you are fully awake in your speech, yet you are not evil when you sleep while your tongue staggers without purpose. And even stumbling speech I strengthen a weak tongue. You are good when you walk to your goal firmly and with bold steps. Yet you are not evil when you go thither limping. Even those who limp go not backward. Next is Leo, the 5th house, and we'll be using an Egyptian-themed oracle. Our question for this position is, how can I enact play? Self-expression, desires of my inner child, creativity, joy, risk-taking, and pleasure in my daily life. We have Anubis, surrender, shaman, enlightened heart. Anubis is known as the god of the underworld, which is actually the inner world. He is the enlightened heart shaman, the opener of the way, who went before us to pave the way so that we might follow in his footsteps in our own search for enlightenment. Anubis knows how to surrender his heart and the entirety of his being to ever-expanding cycles of death and rebirth in order to step more fully into his divine humanity here on earth. He is our ever-faithful companion and guide, a stalwart protector who assists us in our ego deaths and in the renewal of our soul's true purpose. He walks between worlds and knows how to sniff out the passageway between form and formlessness. He guards equally by day and by night. Anubis cares deeply about us and will guide us if we call upon him during our own shamanic journeys between the worlds. We can also call on him when someone we love dies, as he leads people safely through the transition we call death. When you pull this card, the shaman within is being awakened, and you are being asked to surrender and let go of your old perception about how things are. With his guidance, you can view your world or whatever situation you are exploring in a new way. As you develop a relationship with this jackal deity, you will gain access to his keen sensitivities. He will help you find things that you have lost and can connect you to those you love who are no longer in this world. Take some time to sit and meditate with the image on this card. Will you choose to travel with him? Feel yourself surrender to the powerful shamanic journey that awaits anyone who does. The 6th house, Virgo, is the next card up. How can I give to myself and others for significant improvement? We have the healing card from the Enchanted Spell Oracle. The herb associated with it is eucalyptus. This herb is one of the earth's ancient healing plants. On a metaphysical level, it can help unblock our healing powers so that we may heal others. The woody, mint, fresh scent of eucalyptus brings with it the promise of rejuvenation, invigoration, and freshness. Eucalyptus is highly prized for its universal medicinal properties. The healing card depicts the priestess of healing with a prominent emerald green heart chakra, the center for healing. She is surrounded by a wheel of herbs known for their therapeutic properties: eucalyptus, salt, echinacea, lemon balm, St. John's wort, and rose. The priestess of healing is a wise medicine woman, able to heal both physical and emotional maladies. She is surrounded by potent medieval charms that are said to bring health and vitality. The Latin words above her head translate to plants that cure. The appearance of the healing card indicates that you need to pay more attention to your health, even if this means just getting enough sleep. Self-healing and being gentle on yourself is important right now. Take the time to rest and rejuvenate. Practice saying no to the demands of others. This is your time now. Our next card will be from the Goddess Power Oracle. It will be for the position of Libra in the 6th house. How can I practice equality and sharing to forge alliances and resolve interpersonal conflicts? We have Isis, rebirth. The process of soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth is the theme recurrent through the stories of the Egyptian goddess Isis, and one that she invites you to address now. This is a powerful moment to see some of what you thought you'd lost go through a process of regeneration to live again. Like magic, the pieces of you that were considered lost in old wounds and stories are ready to be reclaimed on a healthier, more mature version. When you were hopeless, now there is hope. When you were lost, when you lost faith, you have the capacity for even more now. Where there was inequality and injustice, now you can see a better way. Where you were abandoned, now you can choose you. You are ready to face these parts of yourself and to gather them together as you step into a newer, more powerful version of yourself, your work, your relationships, and your creativity. Have courage. Let go of blame. Claim your accountability, and then co-create something better. You can do this. The goddess Isis has come to help you as a potent supporter of your growth. Scorpio is the next position for the 7th house. How can I practice equality and sharing to forge alliances and resolve interpersonal conflicts? We have the card Coyote from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. The coyote is the symbol of the sacred trickster, the one who provides detours for growth and understanding by ensuring that things don't go as planned. The coyote brings the energy of divine deception to set you free from the shackles of that which doesn't serve you. Sometimes it appears that you will get everything you want, only to find that coyote brings you the opposite of what you hoped for. The lessons offered by coyote may at first appear confusing, but they are most sacred and always for your highest good. If coyote calls to you, this is a time to pay special attention to detours and disappointment, as they are true tests of faith. You have set your intentions and turned them over to the Great Spirit. Yet you may find yourself lost and confused when it appears you are being led off course, off the path leading to your most cherished dreams and desires. Remember this, coyote is a sacred trickster and may be leading you into challenges to ensure that you are ready to handle what you've set in motion. Great growth and understanding come to you when Coyote calls your name. Sagittarius, the 9th house. How does my belief system generate meaning and encourage expansion beyond my comfort zone? Our deck for this position is a yogic path. And we have Vishuddha, the throat chakra. You came to this world to speak and express, and you are doing so beautifully. Now is the time to let your unique vibration shine. Speak your truth, write your message. Sing your soul's language. Express your innate art. This is a wonderful time to begin any communication-related project, such as a book, podcast, or business, or to take your existing projects to the next level. The throat chakra reminds us to speak our truth, so continue to share what's on your mind with your closest relationships. Remember that it is just as essential to listen as it is to speak, and great communication skill comes in mastering both. Listen to those around you to deepen relationships, and listen to those who inspire you to deepen wisdom. Know that most communication is not in the words spoken, but rather in their expression. This is the time for you to craft your own. Capricorn, the 10th house. How can I achieve my realistic yet challenging goals step by step? Our card is from the Heart Path Oracle, and we have Melody of Thought, finding your passion. Loud negative thoughts often guide us more than the quiet positive ones. Which do you listen to? Tap into the symphony of vibrations that are harmonious and loving, and turn off the volume on those which are not. Connect with the angelic realm and listen to its enchanting messages. They contain confident, optimistic, and balanced guidance. You need only change the frequency you are tuned into so you can hear them loud and clear. The two suns, God energy, strengthen and support your mission here. At this time, it is important that you surround yourself with beauty. Beauty provides strength, joy, and balance. The frequencies given off by beautiful things act as a shield and protect you from that which would throw you off your course. When you expose yourself to beauty, your body responds by relaxing. The beauty I am talking about can take the form of art, music, dance, architecture, gardens, birds, water, mountains, etc. When you find yourself needing to rejuvenate, treat yourself to a dose of beauty. Although you have been enduring a great deal, like the fairy tale, your life has a happy ending. Maybe it is not the ending you were hoping for, but it is what is needed. You will bond with someone or something that will help bring you joy and love. This can be a close friend, a lover, even an animal, or maybe all of them. Like the horse, you need your freedom, but too much of it can be lonely and shallow. Connect with something greater than yourself. Listen to its unique and captivating message. Look at your life. Are you happy with the direction in which you are headed? How can you enhance and utilize your talents? What would make you happiest? You may not realize it, but you are a strong and forceful person and here to live your passion. When you find it, you are hearing the guidance of your higher self and are working for the highest and best good. Allow it to happen. An affirmation. I tap into the symphony of vibrations that are harmonious and loving and turn off the volume on those which are not. The 11th house, Aquarius, is next. Our card will be from the Sacred Geometry deck. And we have starry dreams today. How can my unique hopes and wishes be supported by others and heal the collective? Stars and stars and stars. This card uses the 5-sided geometry of the pentagon and its ability to design stars that fracture into infinity. This geometry creates a starry field in which the transcendent power of dreams can be used to access personal stories and visions. In the center of the card, we find a knotted torus of light, winding itself around and amplifying the effects of your starry dreams. You are invited to become keenly aware of all your dreams, be they daydreams, night dreams, or visions received in reverie or meditation. Each offers a message. Each contains some insight into the nature of reality and your place therein. By dismissing or overanalyzing dreams and visions, you may render them less potent. Instead, relax into contemplation of the messages you receive and allow your inner knowing to offer insights into the experiences your dreams provide. View them as aspects of reality. They are not separate or unrelated to your physical reality. Like the torus, they are wrapped around and intricately woven into the fabric of your life. And here we go. The last card will be for Pisces, the 12th house. How can I end the bondage of self-sabotage involving karma and repressions to become the bliss of self-transcendence instead? Our card is coming from the White Light Oracle. We have the Oracle of Chaldea. There are times when being present in the body and feeling our truth is challenging. We may be unsure how to hold space for our own emotional and psychological states. Humans are complex creatures, and the authentic healing journey requires us to have patience with ourselves. We need to know when it is safe to delve into a matter with its full faith that even if things feel out of control, we are connected to a powerful, supportive spiritual network and our own wisdom. And that's enough to handle whatever arises, even if we tremble somewhat during the process. We can imagine that the wounded self lives in a room in the mansion of our soul. When that room has not been entered in a long time, it may have become a scary place in our minds, a place to avoid. That is part of how humans protect themselves. Living in such a split and defended state is not tenable forever. But for a time, it can serve a useful purpose, allowing us to build the strength and awareness we need to address the situation. We do what we can to grow and prepare to enter that room, to open it, and to rescue the beautiful aspect of our soul that's been waiting for such a time to come. The Chaldean is the devotee of the light of spirit. When it comes to you, it is encouragement to rely on the light. Embrace practices that help you feel connected to the light. Grow your trust in the spirit within you. This is not about ignoring where you need healing. It is about knowing at a deep level that you are loved, spiritual guided, divinely held, worthy and capable of healing. As you trust in the spiritual light within you and your connection to the spiritual worlds increases, so too will your readiness to acknowledge and engage with that which needs healing. You'll feel safe and supported and ready to move on. That concludes this reading for our Gemini sun to celebrate it. Please join me if you would like to. I do readings every day for the chakras. It's just a little mini reading. And then every 2.5 days, as the moon changes signs, I also honor it with another fairly short and sweet reading. So please join me again if you can. Much love to you as always, and stay in peace.